I'd like to know when we're Hi babies and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are gonna try out a full face of all new beauty product. I am super excited. I was like accumulating so many of them and I was like, which one should I review first? This, that, which one do people want to see more? Which one do I want to try more? And then I was like, wait a minute, Carmi, you have enough to do a full face. And that's how this video came along. Of course, as you can see, guys, my eyebrows are already done, already snatched. The reason being is because I've been loving my Makeup Revolution pomade product and I was just like, I've been using it for so long. So I was just like, there is not really point to actually like put it on the test today because I know how does it work and I want to experience like you right now the first time that you open a packaging and be like, oh, is this gonna work? And of course, we are gonna go right in, real hardcore, and I'm gonna go with a primer, and this one, let me just slick back this hair, is the still a one-step primer. This one over here is actually the 15 ml, but I can't see any more online. I only see the 30 ml, and I know that that one is retail for £24, so quite an iffy price. So of course, I got my Makeup Box London palette, and I'm gonna squirt a couple of pumps, and we see how it works. So I'm going to apply this one with a sponge from Makeup Revolution, and this one is a soft sponge. I actually really intrigued about this primer because as you can see, it has a different color. I might have put too much, but hey, we live and learn. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just like press this one into the skin. What I like about this product is that because it's color correcting as well, you get a little bit of green, a little bit of purple, and you guys know that kind of like cancel out some undertones. So for example, we all know then the green is for redness, and for example the violet is gonna help the skin that is a little bit dull. And yeah, so let me just do this real quick. So first impression so far, my skin is actually feeling quite nice. I have to say it is a little bit sticky, so that's good. And at the same time, it's actually quite soft onto the skin. So I really enjoyed this. We can definitely tell there is already like a little bit of color correcting. So my skin is looking a little bit weird. That's why we're gonna go in right now with the Kiko Ultimated Foundation. This one is retail for £14.90. So it's not drugstore, but it's pretty much a good price. So again, let me squirt a couple of pumps and we're gonna apply it. So I really don't know what to expect about this foundation. When I went to the Kiko store, I did ask to match me pretty well. And so far it's actually looking quite good. And at the same time, I did ask for a really good high coverage foundation. You guys know I'm a man and I like my full coverage foundation. There is nothing wrong with that. So I definitely have to say that this foundation blended pretty nicely. Really close match to my normal skin, so definitely 100% happy. But now it's time to conceal this bag because we can really see them now. And I'm going to use the Revolution Pro HD Cream Contouring. This one is supposed to be hardcore. So let me just dive in. It's in the shade light medium. It doesn't really have a name for any of these colors, but what I'm gonna start with is I'm actually gonna mix these two at the middle right at top, and I'm gonna go in with my fingers. I know that my friend Tammy really likes this one because she literally swear by it, so I was really happy to gonna try this one right now and see what it feels like. And I've seen her always using her fingers to apply, so why not do that? I definitely have to say really high coverage, really luminous. There is no crease underneath my eye so far, so before the creases gets there, I'm gonna use the Banana Powder by Revolution. This one is only £5, so I am really happy that I don't have to spend much money on that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use now the sponge, pick up a little bit and bake, cook, make dinner for my man. So now we're gonna leave everything baking, cooking. Shut up. So now we're gonna leave everything to cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. I can't really express really much feeling about this powder, mainly because I have not seen what it actually does yet. But I will definitely say that it's really nice, really finely milled, it's not heavy, and I believe it's gonna be quite good. But in the meantime, we are gonna carve in some cheekbones and do a little bit of blush. And I'm gonna use the Revolution Iconic Blush Bronze and brighten it in the color Rave. And oh my god, sorry if I'm blinding you, but like, this is so pretty. I like the fact there is a bronzer, highlighter, and blush all together. And I also like the fact that the blush is kind of corally, and I am a corally kind of person. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna straight away dive in with contouring. Before I'm gonna go in with the highlighter, I'm gonna dust off everything. And one thing actually I've not mentioned is that this palette is only £4 and you get 3 products, so that's quite good. And I do have to say, if you are really similar skin tone to me, this actual blush and bronzer combination, they're really cute. They're actually really good. So let's dust off everything. So now that everything has been dusted off, I definitely have to say this powder is okay. It's actually really good, really kind of like set everything down. But underneath of my eyes, there is not any dryness, any patchiness, and kind of like smooths down pretty much everything. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and use the highlighter from the palette. But also, I'm going to go in with another highlighter because I'm a bit extra sometimes. But that is the Revolution Strobe Highlighter in the color Flesh. Yes, and this one is retail for £3. It's now time for the eyes, and I already primed them and I used my old trusty Paint Pot by MAC. I haven't tried any new one, and because I know that this one works really well, I kind of always a little bit skeptic to try new stuff. But if you guys have some really good recommendation for eye primers, let me know down below. But now it's time to put some eyeshadow on. There is my favorite part, really close to the highlighter though, and is the Chocolate and Peach palette by I Love Makeup, I Heart Makeup, and is looking really pretty. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to start and choose one of the colors. As per usual, I'm gonna go in with transitioning shade first, and I'm gonna use the color Fine. That is really pretty, really matte, really chocolatey, and I'm gonna start to put this one into my crease and blend. That was definitely a really pretty transition shade. And I'm gonna go in with the color Delicious. There is one of the lightest one. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone and then blend one more time with the same brush that I used earlier without adding any more shadows. Next, I'm gonna go in with the color Taste, and I'm gonna do a really deep crease on the outside, making sure we got a really good definition. So I'm gonna use a really small brush and get this one really close to the lash line. I'm also going to use the same color and do the underneath of my eyes, making sure everything is smoked. I'm going to do a liner later as well, but I want the definition to be there at all time, at every point. And now it's time to add all the shimmy, and I'm going to go in with the color Soft on a really pretty fluffy but flat brush. And I'm going to press this color and give the drama. Of course, I'm gonna add a little bit of highlighter in the inner corner and a little bit on the brow bone. And I'm gonna go in with the color Flesh. And I'm going to press this one right on the inside. very pretty. I do have to say this palette has blended really beautifully, and you do have a lot of color combination. You can do more than just this really simple eye look. I really like it, and I definitely have to say for $7.99 is worth it. But now it's time for the scary part. There is the liquid liner, and this one is from Revolution and is £1.50. And I'm a little bit scared because I am really judgmental about liner. They have to be extremely dark, extremely black, just one swipe. They have to be real good. And this is the first time I'm using it, and I'm a little bit scared. So I'm gonna go in and do some wings. And the liner is done. What I have to say is that I'm really surprised because it's really jet black. You don't really need to go over too many times. The applicator is really stiff, especially at the tip. So that's really good to do the inner corner here, so you can get really nice and precise. It's a little bit fancy to actually do the flick at the end, but with practice, everything is gonna be perfect. But now we're gonna do in with the waterline, and I'm gonna use this really fancy pencil from NARS. There is the larger than life in black. Of course, I have a sample because I was not going to spend £19 just like this. I'm gonna try it on and we see if it's worth it. Pencil is done, and what I have to say is it's okay. It's not that great, to be honest with you. I felt like I had to go in and out too many times. The pencil still doesn't really show as black as I want to. I normally like to use my MAC in square. It's waterproof, it's jet black, it's a little bit more creamier. But this one kind of a little bit irritates me with my contact lenses. So I'm not really living for this one, and I don't recommend it. It's now time for lashes and mascara, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with a Pinky Goat in the style R1. This one I'll retail for £10, and it's the first time I'm actually using Pinky Goat lashes that have been actually sent to me. I personally don't even know where you can buy them. I know they have a website, but I don't know if you can get them like in specific shops, so I don't know this, sorry. So I'm really looking forward to try them and see if they're good. And Too Faced mascara in Better Than Sex. This one we know is retail for £19, so quite iffy price for a mascara. But I normally always use the normal one. This is the first time I'm getting the waterproof, and I want to see if it does exactly the same job and if it's so good. Is it better than sex? I don't know, because my sex life is kind of boring lately. Lashes and mascara are done, and what I have to say is that I actually really enjoyed these lashes. They are really pretty. They do not come with glue, so you do have to have your own one, and I use my Stable Duo Glue. That is always good and trusty. The mascara is still really good, really black. I liked it. Literally was one dunk, and I did both eyes, top and bottom. One thing that I do have to say is that I forgot how intense this mascara was on the lower lash line. It just feels really heavy. That it works for this look, but as a daytime, you might want to consider something else because it is quite intense. It's now time for the lips, and this is actually the first time I'm using this product. I've seen it all around the internet, and I also seen my friend Tammy rave about them. She said they're really good, so I was really happy to get my hands on one of them. This one is a Beauty Beholder in the color Sabrina, and they are liquid lipstick. They dry completely matte, and they are retail for £12. It's an independent company, so I'm quite happy to actually try something else, or it's like really indie. So let me just tell you really quickly that it doesn't smell of anything, so that is a really good thing. So I don't like things that sometimes can be like really weird smelly. So this one doesn't smell of anything, and I think we should just like try it on and see how the pigmentation is. lips are done, and what I have to say, I'm really impressed about this brand. They are really soft, really comfortable on. When I dip it once, I pretty much did my full lips, and you guys know my lips are really big, so amazing. Also, I like the fact there is like no patchiness. It's a dark color, but it stayed really nice while put. I'm gonna go to kiss this and mwah. Ooh, there is none at all of transfer, so mwah. No, zero. So amazing. I might just gonna go and invest in some more of this beauty. But lastly, we are gonna set this mug with the Revolution Fixing Spray, and I did actually use this one a couple of times, but I think we should just like set this mug for £5. Why not? Gorgeous. And I think here I have, guys, I'm actually really happy. Most of these products are unbelievably good, and I'm probably gonna reuse them again. There are some of them that I'm a little bit on the fence about it, but I will definitely let you know more on my monthly favorite if there is any of those beauty are going to survive the month. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you guys like this video, this full face of first impression, please give a good thumbs up, stay subscribed, and leave me a comment down below. I hope you really enjoyed it, and as per usual, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome.